Alright.
Hello.
Alright, we are back in Divinity, the Original Sin. We are back to do our mission from God. I did take Beardor from you, so she's following me now.
Oh, right. Okay.
Just because I can access her inventory that way.
How did you do that?
What?
Get her to follow you?
Whilst I was logged in, whilst I joined the game myself, I just attached it to me.
Oh, right.
Because otherwise I wouldn't have been able to do that. So obviously, it's just because whilst she's attached to me, I can like manage her and everything like that instead of me telling you what to do and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It makes it a bit easier.
Yeah.
So I'm just like gonna equip her and stuff with shit. So that's I think she has better things at the moment. Cool. But anyway, so we've spoken to Robert. Hang on, let me just move this microphone a little bit closer to me, although I am a loudspeaker anyway, so probably it don't matter too much. Oh my god. Yes, so we've spoken to the mortuary. Mortuary? Mortuary? Is that how you say it? Mortuary?
Don't they call them, morticians?
That's it, the mortician. Yeah, so we've spoken to the mortician, Robert. Turns out that Jake's body is gone, which we weren't even aware of. But that's what the book said. But anyway, the body has been stolen by one of 4 people, either Mayor of Sicil, Commander Eris, Esmeralda, or someone called Evelyn, which we've never actually met. So we have to go and investigate that. So I reckon we go maybe first to the mayor and speak to him.
Yeah. Come on then.
Okay, so the mayor is this way.
Man's got 2 women following him. Aww.
He's sexy like that.
He's coming in with his hose.
Listen, yeah. Ooh, actually, you go speak to the mayor, ask him about the murder. I'm gonna go see if I can grab some equipment for a lass.
Where is the mayor?
He's in the mayor's house. Not down here.
Where's the mayor's house?
Oh my
Just
god.
let me there.
Oh my god.
You know I'm useless.
Yeah, true.
Not in the mood for cheese. That excuse is more holes than a slice of this fine Gorman bag.
Chicken. Yeah, where the guards are standing.
Alright, okay, thank you.
I'm
Fine.
gonna go see if I can grab some equipment for our lady.
Yeah, it's fine.
What? Oh, it's you! What news?
My game.
Jake? Murdered, you say?
What is
Oh,
fucking
yes.
going on?
Yes, of course. Now I remember.
Oh my
Well,
fucking
I'm sure the facts will prove
epic.
me innocent. Keep investigating. You'll see for yourselves in time.
Alright, so what we got then?
That's the mayor, isn't it, Cecil?
Yeah.
I've just spoken to him and he didn't have much to say. We're like, no, go investigate and I'm sure everything will be fine. Oh.
What did he actually say? Oh my god, what is going on with my
Oh, it's
fucking
you!
game?
What news?
Well, the options are tell me about yourself, tell me about the issues of Sicil. Can you tell me more about your library? Tell me about Victoria, the Orc Librarian, or I'll take my leave. But it won't let me even select for it since you've been named a suspect in Jake's murder.
Okay, well maybe not then.
So I'll take my leave. I'm just pissing about upstairs.
The lesser key of Sadakandras. Ugh, what nonsense. The pseudomonarchy
Turjageta, friend.
was promising. Omnes autem mali demones. What?
What is this? Who are you to interrupt my musings? By Naga the Protector, they have the manners of boors, these boatmen of Sicil.
Reached
Oh,
power
but
stance.
perhaps I spoke too soon. Perhaps I was mistaken. For you hardly resemble the local fisher folk, which, incidentally, is a compliment of copious dimensions indeed.
Share,
No,
range fire
a
stance.
source hunter.
Range
That is what you
precise,
are.
limited fire, rustful
Yes,
book. First aid. First aid could be good, actually. Yeah,
No,
get that in
this
A
first
is...
source hunter! Oh, what a sight for sore Sicilian eyes! Place this book here.
No one's got out to say at the house.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
On what, sorry?
No one's really got out to say
Really?
the Prime Minister's house or whatever he is, the mayor's.
The mayor. Well, I don't know. I suppose we'll go to Esmeralda. And then Captain Oris, and then we need to find out Evelyn. Wherever she is. She's a doctor's apprentice, isn't she?
I think so, yeah.
Right, Esmeralda. Been named as suspect of stealing your husband's body.
Where's the body?
Where's the body?
Where's the bloody body?
The hunter returns. I hope you are here to shop rather than sleuth.
I've been told your husband collected something called
already.
iron. Can you... What?
We've already spoken about that.
Alright, let's discuss your husband's murder?
Yeah, see if any new options came up.
Oh, yeah.
No, I mean, let's discuss your husband's murder.
Alright.
So, what piece of irrefutable evidence are you about to present me with this
No,
time?
nothing.
Yeah.
Alright, no, take it, leave this. Alright.
Oh, freaking hell.
Well, let's go speak to. Let's see if Captain Morris has anything to say, and then let's go speak to. Or find Evelyn.
Have some pity.
Rather. Question obviously is where the fuck is Evelyn? Is there anything on my map? The graveyard is that way. Captain Oris, Legionnaires. Trench cave. Rotation more. We definitely should go to the graveyard after we spoke with Captain Oris.
Sorry, sir.
Deal.
Sorry, sir.
Sorry,
Yeah,
sir.
once.
Have we been upstairs?
Don't know.
There's Arhu here. Let's speak to him.
I hope your quest fares well, dear hunter.
I found the second teleporter pyramid at Lady Cecilia's bathroom. Didn't peg you for peeping tomcat.
Yeah.
What? I'd never. If you must know, I was merely checking up on Maxine, the mayor's cat. What a delight she is. The temperament of a tiger, the grace of a leopard, and the manners of a lady all rolled into one. A perfect puss, if ever there was one.
Man's into that cat pussy.
Perfect puss. That's awesome. Let's talk about Source Hunter business. I have a few questions about Sicil.
Yeah, just ask anything because we haven't actually spoken to
And
him.
what might those be?
What can we do about the undead that threaten Sicil? You seem to have a bit of an orc problem, do you not? How did you design those magical ballistae of yours?
Just any So we haven't spoken to.
Those who are raising the dead dwell among us. They simply must be. But even though I've spent many a night leaping from tree to rooftop, watching on as citizens stagger home from the inn or simply burn the midnight oil, I haven't spied a single soul worthy of true suspicion. The enemy is wily. They know us better than we know them, and they've found ways to avoid both detection and distrust. Yet I am somehow convinced that you may succeed where the Legion and I have failed. Call it instinct. You have a flair for understatements, Hunter. I'm sure they are but a minor nuisance in the eyes of a born warrior. But to the Legion, they are green-skinned death incarnate. Until they conclude what mischief they intend to see through, or less likely, they are conclusively defeated, we can but bar the gates and hole up like mice while the cats are on the prowl. Oh, a mere trifle for one with the intellect of a feline and the engineering skills of a human. You basically construct a classic ballista, add a 100% legally obtained self-regenerating source of destructive magic to it, and Bobcat's your uncle. But certainly, what would you like to know? Oh, I am but a wizard, a guardian of man and beast, and indeed I am both. My body, like any other, is bound to temporal decay. But my spirit is a speck of light that shone forth from the eternal sun that is the cosmic soul. My task upon this earth is to protect the heart of nature, the very antithesis of which is the intrigue spun by demons and directors of the dead. Hence my involvement in Scythial. You see, my one desire is to witness a world in which every mother looks around her and purrs with calm contentment, for she knows that her chicks or children, her cubs or calves, will grow up without knowing the meaning of menace, the enfeeblement of fear. To my great regret, none of them purr as yet.
Can you tell me a bit more about this cat trick of yours?
Oh, but that's not a trick. It's a blessing. Or does it surprise you that I enjoy taking a feline guise?
I think he changed into a cat and does it with the
With
made of
Maxine.
cat.
Yeah.
Yeah, Maxine.
Such magic
100%.
is a gift, Hunter. To tread upon the realm of instinct, even articulate speech, perhaps humanity's greatest asset, cannot give expression to something so inextricably innate. To be out in the night, to stalk on silent paws and hunt with only the moon as your witness, you couldn't possibly imagine the thrill. But of course it's handy to speak in more than meows. And I couldn't brew potions or make machines without opposable thumbs, this I freely admit. Let's just say I have found a way to enjoy the best of two worlds.
Isn't it dangerous to polymorph like you do? What if you get stuck in another
Oh, that'll
farm?
never happen. Granted, a witch could make the polymorph permanent if she'd enchant me in my cat guise, but I'll just have to be careful around witches, won't I? I'm my own wizard, you know, and I don't intend to become anyone's familiar.
Let's talk about Sauce the business.
By all means.
Let's go straight
Of
to
course.
murder.
I hope your investigation fares well.
What happened the night of the
I
murder?
can but piece together what few morsels fell from the grapevine into a rather disappointing meal, I'm afraid. They say a woman arrived in the King Crab Inn sometime after midnight. She retired to a room on the ground floor where she was soon joined by a man who had been nursing the same cup of wine for hours. I say man and woman because both of them were cloaked and recognized by none. About an hour later, another figure arrived, headed for the same room. Soon after, a terrible commotion erupted and the thundering light of magic was witnessed by the few remaining patrons. It took a while for the landlord to pluck up the courage to enter the mystery room. When finally he did, he found Jake there, dead. How and why he came to be there, no one knows. But I had a good look around the scene of the crime before the Legion barred anyone from entering. The traces of magic I felt were vile. Source, no doubt.
Who, in your opinion, are the suspects?
I myself have none. Even though the rest of the town has already mentally tried and convicted Jake's wife, Esmeralda. Now, it may well be established that she is, in fact, the guilty party. I'm not claiming that I'm certain she's innocent, but let's just say that if I really thought this murder case would be so very easily resolved, I wouldn't have sent for source hunters.
This is because Jake's corpse.
It might be a bit late to inspect the body, in that it has already been buried. It may be worth your while to speak to the mortician, though.
Alright.
Chap called Roberts. He has a house by the graveyard.
Is there more you can tell me about the strangers that seem to be in league with the orcs?
I can't say much more, but that they're madmen. All the more dangerous to us because of their alliance with what should be a natural enemy. You won't see me teaming up with a terrier in a hurry.
Check my log. Mysterious murder. Yeah, we've discovered that there are 4 possible people that might have taken Jake's body. Main says Captain Oris, Eldon's apprentice Evelyn, and Esmeralda. But we'll go for this, he or she had better start shaking in their boots. And we don't know have anything to tell us. I wonder. So I didn't actually take the book, I just read it. I took the book with us. I'm gonna head over to see if you can speak to Captain Oris in the meanwhile. I'm gonna head over back to the mortician.
Wookie.
Oh, what now? I'm Captain Aureus, if you must know, leader of the Legion in Sicil. By which I mean I have the enviable task of commanding a battalion of walking dead. For I fear it may well be but a matter of time before the undead undo all my soldiers and turn them into drivelling hordes of their own misshapen number.
It's good straight
What
murder.
about it?
In regards to Jake's wife.
Now, have you found any incriminating evidence against her? If so, let's have it.
There's someone the Legion should arrest.
Whom would you have the Legion arrest?
Oh, we're going.
If you
What do you
must.
say about Robert?
Hang on.
Bravo! Figured that one out, did you? I haven't been stuck here for 2 years because we're being besieged by fluffy kittens, you know. Those brain-feasting freaks out there keep on coming. And it takes all the sword arms and all of our who's half-baked contraptions to keep them at bay. Keeping them at bay, that is all we do. Were that I could break their backs once and for all.
I've got Robert's book.
Whom would you have the Legion arrest?
Oh.
That's me.
I've got the mortician.
It's a dual dialogue.
What?
Right, we're in a dual dialogue now.
Robert aided and abetted criminals. He should be arrested immediately. He already came clean and expressed his remorse. We should let this one slide.
Robert aided and abetted criminals. He should be arrested immediately.
Absolutely, without his complicity, the body snatcher would have been caught immediately. Now it's actual killer who we're looking for, not intermediary. Let's not lose focus.
No, it's the actual killer we're looking for, not an intermediary. Let's not lose focus.
If you want to take the side of criminals, perhaps you ought to rot in jail alongside them. Come, you know how enforcing justice gives me a little thrill. It's a clear-cut decision. You do the crime, you do the time. Where's the wiggle room in that? Alright, well, we'll do it your way.
It's a clear-cut decision. You do the crime, you do the time. Where's the wiggle room in that?
Come on, you know how setting free gives me a low thrill? Naughty, naughty. We'll get a reputation of throwing every Tom, Dick, and Jane into prison. Key witnesses could become reluctant to speak with us in the future.
If we get a reputation for throwing every Tom, Dick, and Jane into prison, key witnesses could become reluctant to speak with us in the future.
Come on. Oh, come on. Yeah. 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 Shit.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, bloody hell.
All right, we'll do it your way.
Why bring up the subject of arresting someone if you don't dare go through with it? Damn waste of... If you must.
That's it. We've got nothing else to say, I guess. We need to fucking, you know, speak to the people who are actually...
How do I get this up?
Just go back down. Down, down, down. And let's change the subject and then we'll take you leave. Oh, can I talk to him about that? No, nothing new. Okay, well, let's go find Evelyn in that case. There's a downstairs here.
I've been downstairs.
No, we have not. This is a prison. I wonder who was arrested here.
I'll thank you to take a step in another direction. This is the Legion treasure room, and you've no business bothering with it. Your not so sterling reputation happens to precede you.
Okay, rude.
Mine seemed a little bit more polite.
Yeah, mine was straight away, you criminal scum. Alright.
You criminal scum. Meh.
Okay, there's still a house we haven't been to. Well, two actually, 3. So let's go explore those. Are you with me? Right. Oh, okay. I need to speak to Evelyn. She seems to be the one who brought Jake's body to Mortician in the first place. She should hopefully have something to say.
Have some pity.
No.
Nothing to give you, mate. Not that I would like to. You dirty beggar. Right. It's this place here.
These damn birds won't fetch more than a pittance.
Ah, there we go. There's Furlong. And I'm sure we're going to find Evelyn here somewhere now.
Oh, he's a skeleton. Oh my god.
Oh.
Oh.
Right,
Robert.
Speak to why would it be Robert?
Not Robert.
Jake.
Jake.
Speak to Furlong.
Solving a corpse's
Is that him?
Yeah, yeah.
but
If one were to reduce the quantity of skull dust by a percentage of 2, perhaps the stability could be increased by as much as 3-fold.
Oh, a source hunter. Imagine that. Quite a bit more petite than the last of your kind I encountered, aren't you? Yes, by nearly 20 centimeters of tibia, as my memory serves. But no matter. Even if it couldn't spare its heartiest specimen, I'm sure the Order sent the individual with the next highest probability of success. Yeah? Me? Why, I'm more than a little surprised you haven't heard of me. Perhaps I can jog your memory. It was I who cured the Duchess of Arata of her unslakable thirst. A simple pinch of Atropa belladonna in her morning tea. I who discovered that aging itself can be halted by a single application of Cicuta Douglasii on the tongue. Not to mention that it's been my guidance that has permitted my apprentice Evelyn to make quite a name for herself around Sicile of late.
So your apprentice has enjoyed success?
Yes. If that's how we're referring to the secretive use of a revolutionary healing method she refuses to share with her own master. She's in the other room as we speak. Perhaps you can prevail upon her to offer a demonstration.
A revolutionary healing method? Can you elaborate?
She's gotten hold of a stone, supposedly capable of fantastic feats of healing, but she won't let me take the briefest look at it. But she claims to have gotten the relic from a little northern town, Silver Glen by name, and that an abbot there blessed it with the power to heal. Utter rubbish, I say. But with these blasted undead haunting the travel routes, I can hardly march up to Silver Glen to learn the truth myself.
Let's squish your apprentice, Evelyn.
Well, she certainly possesses a critical eye and an exacting manner when it comes to making difficult medical decisions. I expect she'll be a very successful healer in her own right when the time comes. She is learning from the best, after all.
Let me ask you about affairs around
Certainly, what would you like to know?
Do you know anything about Jake's
The
murder?
counsellor. Terrible loss, that. Though we were hardly more than acquaintances, I knew him to be a devoted civil servant. From what I can tell, it seems to be a simple case of jealousy turned violent. The affairs of his wife, Esmeralda, were hardly a secret, you know.
Can you tell me about the plague of the undead?
I've applied myself to that problem for 2 years and still haven't come a step closer to solving it. I declare it an act of the Almighty's, if I believed in such things. Some events, Source Hunter, can be neither controlled nor understood by mere men.
Serious healing stone, yeah.
Interesting indeed.
Nothing sets me on edge like inexplicable magic.
Potentially sauce.
Come, make your case.
Good. Let's talk to Evelyn.
Me? This is a private sick room. Who in the name of the Sevens do you think you are barging in here? Out, I say, right this instant. I'm sorry. It's this task. I'm just... Who am I to meddle with life and death this way? I'm an apprentice of the healing arts. Healing. But this decision feels like precisely the opposite. I have but one healing stone, you see, and 2 direly wounded men who need it. I've been racking my brain trying to decide on the best method to settle this grave situation, but perhaps it's better off in the hands of an esteemed source hunter. Surely you are more accustomed to weighing life and death than I.
Tell me more about the patients.
What would you like to know?
I'd like to know more about Boris.
One of the brave few willing to traverse the trade routes plagued by the undead. A young man, but excellent in matters of business, before he fell victim to an orcish club in the north, that is. Thankfully for him, a cattle trader found him, nearly dead, but not quite so, and brought him here straight away.
I'd like to know more about
Quite the venerable staple of Sicile, Stephen, and recently blessed with his 3rd grandchild. He was leading a crew of builders when a stray beam struck him in the temple, and only a few days shy of his last day of work before retirement, no less. Nearly everyone in Sicile is familiar with grinning Stephen, and, as you can imagine, he's quite dear to his family. Is that so? Well, I handled the corpse myself, indeed, but I hardly knew the man in life. I was shocked when Ahu asked me to come to the crime scene, but Feliron had taken ill, and the responsibility fell to me. I arrived at the inn, where the body lay just where it had fallen. The injuries were like nothing I'd ever seen. A single intricate laceration wove like lace around every inch of his skin. Neither a beginning nor an ending point were discernible. I examined the corpse and recorded what information I could. I personally delivered the corpse the short distance to the mortician's house. As far as I know, everything was, as far as a magical murder is concerned, quite normal.
Well, the healing stone.
Yes, a curious relic indeed. I got it from a kindly abbot, Loic by name, in the northern town of Silver Glen. He is of a certain faith, the Immaculates, they call themselves, that espouses the belief that certain stones can heal wounded flesh.
Bollocks.
I myself was nothing if not skeptical of his claims, but something happened as he handed me the stone. A small cut on my finger instantly healed, leaving no trace of the wound. Needless to say, I was astounded. But it's strange. The stone is only good for a single use at a time before it reverts to a useless, inert state. It takes time to regain its magical properties, and I guard it cautiously.
I have an inert stone where we found it in on Jade's murder scene. I'm pretty sure that was one of the time stones.
Yeah.
At least I thought it was.
Not ready to make a decision?
Who should be saved?
Tenderfoot so long.
Boris or Stephen? Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do.
I thank you a million times for your help. Who have you decided should receive the healing stone?
Boris's life has just begun. We can't cut it short now. He should receive the stone. Stephen should receive the stone. We know full well the difficulty of growing up without a family.
Boris's life has just begun. We can't cut it short now. He should receive the stone.
Yes, Boris deserves the experience of all pleasures of life that Stephen has already enjoyed, or there's no way Boris should receive the stone over Stephen. Think of Stephen's wife, his children, and his grandchildren.
There's no way Boris should receive that stone over Stephen. Think of Stephen's wife, his children, his grandchildren.
If you try to take Boris's life from him, I'll take an orcish club to you myself. Boris is nearly our own age. Imagine being cut down now, in the prime of your life. Stephen's an old man. He has lived a long, full life. Boris should have the same chance.
Stephen's an old man. He has lived a long, full life. Boris should have that same chance.
Imagine the joy on his wife's face, his children's faces when Stephen returns to them. Isn't that a scene you'd like to see?
We just disagree on everything. Can you stop the movies?
Hardly make her worthy of such grave responsibilities. She realized soon enough that even tricks hardly make her worthy of such grave responsibilities.
Yeah. I'll keep you here now. Yeah. Come on! The comeback of the century.
It's all boils down to this one.
Okay. Ah! Oh god.
No, we'll do as I say.
Boris it is? Yes. I'll deliver the stone. I'm glad we'll get to save one man, but my heart breaks for the other.
Oh, pish posh. Right, which one of Boris wants?
No, this is highly accurate.
Oh!
This lightning.
Oh my god.
You unlocked a new room. That's your homestead.
We have a homestead?
Apparently.
Oh, I've got the innate stone. Alright, speak to Evelyn because it seems like the stone didn't work.
No.
Thank you eternally for your help. Though your reaction to the healing stone, I have no idea what to make of it.
But
That
the healing
strange
stone?
reaction you caused. Blue lightning from a healing stone. I've never seen anything like it. And the stone looks different now, too. Like it's devoid of life. I begin to wonder if its magical properties survived your little reaction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been studying under Theleron for some time now, but that task, being asked to play the gods, was the first time I've ever questioned my, well, suitability for the work. I've a passion for this work, you see. A passion to see things put in order. From a flesh wound healed to an entire city made resistant to a fatal illness. What right has something as trivial as a wound or as senseless as an epidemic to take a human life?
Alright, so Boris is alive.
Oh, sorry for a second. I'm thirsty.
You're thirsty? You've been drinking wine?
Oh, that like quenches your thirst.
I feel no
Oh,
pleasure in
what do you
bidding
want?
farewell,
I don't know, just some coke or something.
Coke. I'll get some for you. Ignore.
I don't know what I did to deserve this, but I'm beyond grateful.
That tone, soothing a corpse's troubled mind, can't have gotten far.
Sorry, friend. I wish there were enough stones for both of us. I don't know what I did to deserve this, but I'm beyond grateful. I feel no pleasure in bidding you farewell, friend. I feel no pleasure in bidding you farewell, friend.
Yeah, right, you said that.
I feel no pleasure in bidding you farewell, friend. I don't know what I did to deserve this, but I'm beyond grateful.
Don't know what's going to happen with them two then. I still think that's Drake's
I feel no
skeleton
pleasure in
there.
bidding you farewell, friend.
Later, in boots. Bloody hell's
I
that?
feel no pleasure in bidding you farewell, friend.
Bloody torture device.
I feel no pleasure in bidding you farewell, friend. Sorry,
Is
friend.
that sitcom
I
floor?
wish there were enough stones for both of us.
Can't go in there.
I feel no pleasure in bidding you farewell, friend.
I know it's here somewhere. I don't want to ruin this particular batch of party elixir with too much wormwood.
Yeah.
Sorry, friend. I wish there were enough stones for both of us.
Oh, that's better. Nice drink of cherry Pepsi.
I feel no pleasure in bidding you farewell, friend.
Yeah, I think those yellow things on the floor is vomit, and our new friend's standing near it. Ooh.
Sorry, friend. I wish there were enough stones for both of us.
Well, there's not.
Sorry, friend. I wish there were enough stones for both of us.
Who are you talking to?
So whoever's talking.
I don't know what I did to
It's
deserve
Boris.
this, but I'm beyond grateful.
So talk to him, see
She's got through the sick.
Rick.
Yeah, there's that sick on the floor.
No. Speak to Boris, see what he has to say for himself.
Is that him? Is that
The one on the
Sorry,
bed, yeah.
friend. I'm feeling stronger already. 1,000 thanks to you, my hero. I promise I won't waste the life you've given me.
Tell me, what will you do with your renewed life?
What will I do? What won't I do? Seeing how short life can be, how easily it can be taken from you. I'll see it all, do it all, and after I've climbed every mountain in Rivellon and smooched every girl who'll have me, I'll devote myself to learning the magic that saved me. Everyone deserves to feel the thrill of a renewed life. I'll
Well,
see
that's
you
nice
around
and all,
then.
but fucking
I'm liable
Paul,
to spring out of
Steven.
this bed at any minute.
Evil.
I don't know what I did to deserve this, but
No, I don't
I'm
know.
beyond grateful.
Speak to Steven.
Can't say I didn't want to live. Wanted it with every fiber of my heart. Not just for my own sake, but for my family, you know. Oh, my
How do you feel that now?
What'll my sweet Matilda do?
I do a little bit as well. Boris is gonna live his life for everybody.
Snatched out from under you.
Oh, I know it's here somewhere. I wouldn't want to ruin this particular batch of party elixir.
I don't know what I did to deserve this, but I'm beyond
Close this door. Sneak in here quickly.
I wish there were enough stones for
We shouldn't be in here, but
Oh well.
needs must.
Sorry, friend.
Doctor's Schoolbook. We're gonna take that for a friend. Key. I don't know what a key is for.
For that chest.
No, not chest.
I feel no pleasure in
Ooh, okay. There's a few things in here. No good. Oh, why is the door open?
wish there were enough stones.
I don't want Evelyn seeing us in the room. Right, let me just identify these things. Right, so I've got a. I'm gonna send the belt to you. You can wear this belt. I've sent you a belt.
Ooh, nice, thank you.
Ooh, and a really nice knife actually. So I'm gonna send you this knife as well. Inventory. Look, inventory. The bomb. Throw on the belt. The belt will be good to go. Yeah. And then have a look at that. So press close and go to equipment. So right, and then equipment. Yeah. Well, it's not a belt. It's a fucking satch. It's some kind of like armor set. Move down to your daggers. Okay, the one on the right. No, the one on the right. Swap with. Press back. Press back. On the one. Change to the one to the green knife. Green knife. Not green knife. That the one. Yeah, there you go. So glowy and shit now. Alright, there's nothing else in here. I have a key. I wonder what a key is for. Well, key now occupied way unlocks. Indeed. Right. Let's just make sure that. Okay, Evelyn's outside the door. Let's wait. She can't see us leaving the room. Otherwise, we're in trouble.
I did to deserve this, but I'm beyond.
I shouldn't be the one doing all the sneaking around. I'm the good guy.
You love being bad.
I wish there were enough stones.
So I know what to do in these games.
Somewhere. I wouldn't want to ruin this particular batch of party elixir with two.
Sorry, friend. I wish there were enough stones for both.
Okay, so we've spoken to Evelyn.
What's this? I found something.
Oh, cheers, look.
What are we talking about?
We're talking to the tombstone, apparently. It says the earth it seems to have been freshly fertilized and aerated. Obviously, someone has taken great care to maintain the gravesite. Are you sure you want to disturb it? And we want to disturb it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we are sure we'll do it. Please,
We and our shovels will do as we please.
That's right. Let's get digging.
Alright.
Press vertical and you gaze the dirt and beneath your feet once more.
Alright, time to get digging.
Here's hoping we find something worthwhile.
Here's hoping we find something worthwhile.
Let's take one shot from down Trixie.
Yeah, because you had a shot. Whoa!
Oh!
And we're dead.
Oh no! Oh my.
Well done.
Oh my.
Well, let's not do that then. So we're back here now. And, oh, fuck's sake, Barry Day's back connected with you. Fuck's sake, right.
Oh, okay.
Striking it rich.
Come on then.
Oh.
What are you waiting for?
You there!
Oh,
Cut it out!
Yeah, no, I didn't mean to do that. Go down these stairs.
Right, well, let's just go speak to... we need to repeat the thing we did before with Evelyn.
Oh,
Because I would say, yeah, well, I would say it was before then. Well, I didn't know that's going to happen.
what, you played this?
No, I've played Divinity 2. I've never played this game.
Oh.
I've told you before. I've never played this one. Let's just not disturb the grave. Okay.
Well, what's this I've spotted?
It's a trap. Just skip over all of his dialogue. That's the bench. It's not that hard.
But oh, that me it would. What I said from I.
Ceiling. Interesting indeed.
Nothing sets me on edge like inexplicable magic.
Well, you get a chance to do over with Boris.
Yeah, but the young one's just gonna make us feel guilty anyway, I suppose. Either way, we're gonna feel like shit.
This is a private situation. What would you like to know? One of the brave, what nearly you are?
That will choose Stephen.
Stephen should receive the stone. We know full well the difficulty of growing up without a family.
Boris has an entire life ahead.
What?
We're giving him 40, 50 more years, while Stephen only has half as many left to him.
If you'd like to kill Stephen, perhaps I'll let his family have at you when you deliver the news. I'll even loan his wife my favourite studded club.
Stephen's an old man. He has lived a long...
Can't believe you agreeing with me.
Boris should have that
When
same
you're
chance.
banging on about... Oh... Oh, I feel shit for Stephen. Oh, he wants poor family.
Oh god. I'm just going to continue the trend of just disagreeing with you on everything. Except for digging that grave and fucking killing yourself.
I know, the one thing we agree on. Get
God's
killed.
killed.
Yeah.
This is why we need these conversations.
Yeah, we just need to stop agreeing with each other things.
We need to stop throwing the same thing at each other. For fuck's sake. Oh god.
A tone soothing a corpse's troubled mind. Can't have gotten far.
Oh god.
Now, a tone soothing a corpse's troubled mind. Can't have gotten far.
Well, I suppose Stephen gonna
No, we'll do as I say.
Stephen, it is? Yes, I'll deliver the stone. I'm glad we'll get to save one man, but my heart breaks for the other. No, this is highly unfair.
Thank you.
What is this? This lightning?
Yeah, those in stones are star stones. I collected before he lost its power and yeah, it was...
Oh, my saviour. I owe you everything, you know, everything.
Tell me, what will your family say when they hear you're
Well,
healed?
I think my wife will just about faint. My son, a grown man, mind, will spring into my arms like he were a little boy. And my grandkids will ask what present I bought him. Oh, to see their smiling faces again. I'm giddy as a school kid. Goodbye then, my hero.
I think then you just feel good.
Yeah.
Sorry, Fred.
You say you will take me under your wing.
Speak to Bride.
But I see no feathers. Are you a child of the birds, as I am of the bears?
I meant that I would be responsible for you. I would keep you out of
In
trouble.
truth, this is a relief. Your world is made with rules I have not yet memorized. I am happy to have a friend in such a place.
Child of the bears.
But
What does that mean exactly?
And so the lonely babe was fed upon the wild mother's milk, and cast aside from humankind, he thrived among his mother's ilk. So says the saga of Threes. Do you know the wise godwolf Amira raised the child Threes among her litter? So you see, I have good company. Threes the wolfson, and I the bear daughter. Ask freely, my friend.
So you were raised by bears in the
Your
wild?
city is far more wild than Home Forest. In Home Forest, the rules are clear. In Home Forest, your strength and speed determine your fate. Here, a tiny screech woman, no swifter than a mudworm, might confine you into a tiny cage, and one must wait for a kind stranger to grant freedom.
How did you come to learn to speak?
Jarrett, wise Jarrett, taught me the bird songs of our people. If not for him, I would never have learned more than the beasts could teach me. A beast's life is to survive. A human's is to know. I am both beast and human, and so I must do both.
You seem to know quite a lot of history for the daughter of a bear. How is that possible?
I have learned all the bird song that Jarrett could teach. I remembered every word. These tales have brought me much pleasure. The remembering of the beasts is without lies. We know not to approach the wasp's nest because long ago one bear mother discovered its dangers. This she taught to her cubs, and those cubs taught the next. We do not remember Rito and the battle of the buzzing brutes. We remember only what is useful to us now. Rito will be forgotten. The beauty of the story will be forgotten. But the lesson will not. It is different between beasts and humans. I am lucky to enjoy both ways. He came to me when I was small. A fierce, wild one, yet unaware of the difference between the other cubs and herself.
Too much wormwood.
I feel
He
no
called
pleasure.
to me in a soft song. At first I thought him a great bird. We each reached out to the other. We found each other. Jarrett visited me often, and in time I learned his songs and more. When he built a small cabin within Home Forest, I hunted his food and fetched his water by day while he studied his books and his magics. By night, by the fire, he'd tell me tales of the world of...
Bless you.
Thank you.
Jarrett is my master and my friend, my teacher and myself. He teaches me and I care for him.
He'd come to
I heard this
Sassio.
was a place of many people, so here I came. I have seen more faces here in a day than I had seen in all the days of my life together. But I have not found the face I seek. Jarrett is missing. It is my duty to find him.
Have you any clue where Jarrett
That
might be?
mystery is thick and ugly as a swarm of hornets. It started with a great disturbance in Home Forest. A terrible disease came in the night and turned the birds and beasts soft and foul as carrion while they still lived. I watched countless of my loved ones die, rotted from the inside. When I ran to Jarrett to tell him what I had seen, his reaction was strange. He had no answer. The next morning, Jarrett did not emerge from his room. I left him be, but after 3 days I grew anxious. I broke down the door and inside his chamber was nothing. His equipment, his books, all but some scraps of parchment were gone. He was kidnapped and all his research was taken with him. The only clue I found was a letter among the scraps. I could not make out all the words, but I recognized the threat. Death coming for you. And the signature? Attenborough. I do not know the one called Attenborough, but I know that if I am to find Jarrett, I must start there. Whoever this Attenborough may be, I believe he or she may know where Jarrett has been taken.
I wish there were enough stones for both of us.
Now, a tone soothing a corpse's troubled mind. Can't have gone far.
I wish there were enough
Leave me.
stones.
I didn't want to spend my final moments with the devil who snatched my life away from
So you
me.
don't feel bad for him, do you?
And I curse your every footstep.
Oh, yeah.
Proper curses you.
I don't know.
I think we made the right choice.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't supposed to know. Like the young man, you would think to save over the old woman.
Yeah, well, the old man was more appreciative of it. I'm just on my way to Arhu. You just use the teleport pyramid to get to jump over to me.
How do I do that again?
Go into your inventory,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's a blue pyramid in your inventory. Just press use on that.
Alright.
There we go. Alright, Arhu's over here. Just skip over his dialogue. It's just to get all that evidence again.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you're that's you too close to be but the ice it now it I can be you what but certainly. What would you like to know?
No. I'm going to stay. So that if we die again. Oh, I sent you the armor. There was no dagger to stand in that box. So I sent you some armor though. Not as good as the other one was. Yeah. Sorry. No.
Oh, it was
sorry.
it.
Yeah. No, it's that green one. Yeah. Should we get Robert arrested?
Mm-hmm.
Because obviously that was the thing that we didn't agree on last time, and I won that argument.
Yeah. Don't know.
But we're getting a do-over on this one, so what do you think? Should he get arrested, even though he's not actually the one who stole? He's not really the one who, you know, killed.
Yeah, no.
Robert.
We'll leave him.
RS doesn't have anything else on the thing. You can check TikTok later, love.
Hmm?
Well, let's head over to the graveyard.
Oh. Got it wrong way.
No, you're here.
Oh, no.
Follow me. Yeah, the chicken that you murdered.
I'm warm as fresh apple pie.
I'm overheating here.
It's well warm.
It's well warm here.
Boiling.
Bloody hell.
Bloody no.
Graveyard here.
Good look out there, Hunter. Evil lurks beyond Cyseal's ramparts.
Looks like that dog is awfully agitated.
Perhaps he wants to tell us something.
Yeah, dog.
May the seven
What's up, mate? You don't understand the animal saying we got a pet pal. Fortunately. I just have to see where he's leading us to. He's sniffing around here.
Here lies Kavanagh. Will they have Cyseal pie in the afterlife?
Will they have Cyseal pie in the afterlife? Well, he's definitely standing on this grave. I'm going to quick save in case there's another trap. A Cyseal pie. Maybe. Nah, that's just a grave. Is there something else? Oh yeah, I'm stone.
Here lies Jake.
Oh.
Please do not disturb.
Is it Jake's grave? Yeah.
Rest in peace.
It's freshly dug. Jake Cochran. And it's empty.
That's not Jake.
Sheep
It's
cost.
a rotting sheep's corpse. It seems someone snatched Jake's
Yeah,
body.
we know. Right, well, we know.
Have we done this before?
Yeah, we should have done that. But we need to go and speak to the people who are suspected now, probably. Say.
Done it a bit backwards, haven't we?
Yeah, well, we'll head to the mortician first.
I'm asleep. That's Jake's body. Like you've known that for a while.
Right, well, we're around thingy, Mayor Cecil's house, so let's speak to him first. See if it's actually triggered the things now.
What? Oh, it's you! What
You
news?
were named as a suspect, there you go.
Jake? Murdered, you say? Oh, yes. Yes, of course. Now I remember.
You said this before
Well,
when I
I'm
was
sure
talking
the
to
facts
him
will
on
prove me
his own.
innocent. Keep investigating. You'll see for yourselves in time.
Yeah, I said the exact same.
Right, okay, well, it's not him then. He's too stupid to be it anyway.
Yeah.
Right. Right, is this Maxine?
Yeah, mate.
If one of us had pet pal, we'd be able to see what Maxine's been up to with Arkham.
Oh, yes. Dirty cat loving time.
Right, Esmeralda, what are you, hon? Where is she?
I think she's around
Oh,
there.
she's around here. Yeah.
Stop moving. Stop moving, biatch. I can't. Oh.
The hunter returns. I hope you are here to shop rather than sleuth. So, what piece of irrefutable evidence are you about to present me with this time?
Nothing. I suppose. That's weird.
You think the revelation that we've just stumbled upon that actually we've known for a long time that Jake's body's been snatched would kind of unlock something?
Well, I have the book, and obviously Roberts told us that, you know, those are the suspects.
it seems like it wouldn't have made a difference whether we'd have ever found Jake's coffin or not. Because we found out anyway from other people that his body was snatched, and it's not seemed to have changed out so far in the dialogue even.
Whether or not he was meant to actually give birth to this kind of bug. That's the thing that, you know, could potentially happen.
Ah, the Source Hunter. Oh, joyous hour.
Discuss Jake's murder.
Yes.
On the sake something of
Discovered
Jake's thoughts.
anything? It was stolen? Gods, what a fool that Roberts is. Taking a bribe in beleaguered old Scythial. Ah, what was he going to do with that gold? Buy the largest kipper in the land? He has a lot to answer for, but not as much as the one that did the bribing in the first place. Guess your mission is pretty clear, isn't it? Off you go to find this munificent body snatcher.
Perhaps Mayor Cecil is involved. Certain Evelyn has been mentioned. You were seen at the Morticians. Should go down the list.
Yeah.
You suspect the mayor? Dear me, you couldn't be further from the mark if you lay the blame on a paraplegic cow. The man raised a foundling orc out of the goodness of his heart, you dolt. A murder indeed. Evelyn? Master Theliron's apprentice? Nice lass, huh? Brewed me a potion once that cured me of a rash more bothersome than a badger down your breeches. No, she doesn't seem like the type to play hide and seek with stiffs to me.
Itchy scratch.
Yeah.
You dare stand here and accuse me of involvement in this sordid affair? You dare accuse a captain of the Legion? Get out!
Okay. You've upset him.
Before I have my men erect a gallows and string up a sauce pinata!
Oh damn.
Ooh.
Rooty Nora.
Rooty
Yeah, we gotta leave.
We've upset him, yeah.
Was it definitely Esmeralda that was also the one? Yeah, it was Esmeralda. Okay, let's go speak. Well, we have gone to Esmeralda. There was nothing.
Oh,
about
yeah,
Jake
yeah.
Well, let's go speak to Evelyn.
I'm going around in a bit of circles now.
This is what happens during story games sometimes. This is a game that we discover the story at our own pace.
Thanks to Seven, we've secured the perimeter. Livestock's got twice the sense and thrice the soul of the average human, I say.
See ya. She's here.
Oh.
To what do I owe the repeated
Yes.
pleasure, Source Hunter?
Amazing love. It's not that hard.
Cat.
Right, I'll just speak her. She's been named as a suspect.
Is that so? Well, I handled the corpse myself, indeed, but I hardly knew the man in life. I was shocked when Ahu asked me to come to the crime scene, but Theliron had taken ill, and the responsibility fell to me. I arrived at the inn, where the body lay just where it had fallen. The inn. I personally delivered the corpse the short distance to the mortician's house. As far as I know, everything was, as far as a magical murder is concerned, quite normal.
Oh, we are kind of stuck on that one then.
Yep.
I suppose we take it back to Robert. Unless thingy unlocked with with Evelyn now. No, Evelyn, sorry, Esmeralda. Always speak to her boyfriend.
Who's a boyfriend now?
That fucking guy that keeps fucking batting his eyes at her.
Oh. Oh, yeah.
Fucking Septimus.
Legion's greetings, Hunter. So fair a lady I have seldom seen in all of Riverlon, my friend. and I have traveled more extensively than migratory birds do. She stands accused of murder, but in my mind, her presumed guilt is a fallacy, and indeed a fabrication. Steadfast will I guard her. Never will I waver unless absolute proof of her culpability should be brought before me. And I hold no such proof exists. And what questions are those?
Nothing there. Keep doing it around there again.
So, what piece of irrefutable evidence are you about to present me with this?
Nothing new. Alright, well, let's go speak to Robert in that case. See what else man has to say for himself. I know we gotta explore some. We're hitting a dead end.
A dead end.
Oh, we're right in there. Also, didn't Arthur say about like the beam? Oh, hey, what's it called, Sam?
So you're just hanging around the
We definitely need to ask some people in the in here about the murder.
Hello. I suppose you're here to viciously interrogate me for information I don't have, like our noble Captain Aureus before you.
That's time for the new and Esmeralda.
It's very tragic news. I won't posture and say that the Counselor and I were anything near allies, but I truly never wish the man harm. Yes, she and I have a history. That's hardly a secret anymore. I quite doubt it was even a secret from
Duke
Jake.
O'Farrell, the guy who sent that threatening letter.
Yeah, I'm talking to.
As easy as it would be to pin suspicions on Esmeralda or I assure you that the affair was never so steamy and sordid as the busybodies around town make it out to be. Jake and Esmeralda had no great affection for each other. He had his interests, she had hers, and there was little passion left between them. Certainly not enough to fuel a murder. Which one? I've written, Esmeralda, more works of lyrical mastery than I can count. All that letter proves is my devotion to my lady, not any actual intention to do away with Jake. I am the Duke of Ferrell, though I suppose my name is in the mouths of enough ruthless gossipers that you've heard of me by now.
I'm flirting with this loss.
Really now? I can't afford to indulge in chit-chat with my legion of followers. Even a star needs a few moments to himself.
I was just trying to put me onto this bloody.
Greetings, traveller, and may the immaculate
These fabulous
conduits
five
myriad
experiments.
blessings comfort and cradle you. Tell me, have you yet heard the revelation? What's in a name, dear friend? For we all begin equal in the conduit's eyes, and only through great deeds may enter into the
talking
inner
to
ring.
Francis over there. I'm speaking to the waitress and she's got some information about Jake's murder.
Okay.
You mean you haven't heard? Oh, what fortune that I may share the goddess's salvation with one who has, as yet, been lost. Steel yourself, friend, for your mortal spirit could be forever transformed from this moment forth. The conduit, our link to the goddess herself, has given us a special gift, and the gift is thus. By following her instructions and becoming initiated into the one way, we can each of us live on for a span greater than the number of stars that twinkle within the goddess's right eye. She came from on high to we mortals and showed us the path to the goddess, where all living souls are naturally inclined. She showed us that injury and malady need not mark the end of life, but that through her methods we could ascend to greater life in service of the goddess. Ah, for this hallowed information, you must seek an immaculate chapel. Go north, friend, through the forest and into the town of Silvergate, where all may be revealed. There, among her followers and friends, dwells the goddess's ecstasy, her one way. Go on the path to the righteous, my friend. Forget not that the conduit has great plans for you.
You should.
He says he's an immaculate. But
Does
I
it?
thought they'd been banished after the death of the Source King. Come now,
Does know like to
Alistair.
report some dark magic. Only tainted paths could tick and miserable as this looks. The other waitress around here.
Been at the King Crab nearly 10 years now, personally. Seen every character you can imagine, from bums to wizards, pass through these doors for a pint and a place to rest.
Were you here the night of Jake's murder?
I think I'm one of the last folks to hear him alive. That awful scream has been ringing in my ears ever since. And with the room where it all happened still under quarantine, we've a constant reminder of exactly what happened. Though that's the question, isn't it? What exactly did happen? We all thought it was Esmeralda who checked into that room, and the Duke that followed her in. I was washing up and nudging the last of the lushes out of the door when a cloaked woman rushed in right past me. I never got a good look at her, damn my eyes, but I figured the way she disappeared that she was visiting one of the lodgers. Lucky for the perpetrators, I was rinsing bottles in the back when the terrible deed took place and saw nothing more. I'm not proud to say I ducked under the counter and damn well stayed there till I heard Ivad fling that door open, but I was paralyzed with fright.
Right, somebody called Evad we need to speak to. I believe that this person behind here. Behind the counter. Yeah, Evad did have an ear.
Tell me,
what do you
Stop
think
trying to
you're
steal
doing?
stuff. It's not that hard.
She walked away as I bloody pressed A.
He.
She.
It's a he. Oh, you.
Too welcome to the King Crab Inn, and a pleasure to have you. You look like you could use a round or three, so what'll it be? Have a seat and stay a while. The name's Ivad. Pleased to make your acquaintance. I've been offering the weary travellers of Sicil drink and rest for nearly 2 decades now, but the King Crab's older than that by a long shot. All you see before you is the manifestation of my great-grandpappy Horatius Dungeness's noble vision. Beer and naps for everyone, no questions asked. Psst. Mind if we keep our voices down over that sensitive subject? Death and dark magic ain't exactly great for business, you know. That room where it happened, it was rented to a certain woman, though I regret to say I can't say exactly who. This inn isn't in the business of asking many questions, if you know what I mean.
I do.
She came heavily cloaked, but paid the full sum in advance. I was used to such transactions after many similar concerning a certain Esmeralda. Figured this were just more at same. I saw one other figure go into the room that night. Someone tall, built broad like a man, but shrouded the same as she. Again, standard practice for Mrs. Counsellor and her visitors. I was startled awake by a horrendous hubbub shortly after midnight. I jumped up and grabbed me grandpappy's machete, bleary-eyed and awash in fright. By the time I burst into that room, it was horribly silent. There was only Jake on the floor, dead, surrounded by what may as well have been a battlefield. Whoever done it has escaped through the window, but I saw nary a soul when I looked out. You can bet I hightailed it to the Legion barracks faster than a jackrabbit after that.
Oh, he. You can bet I hightailed to the Legion barracks.
Councillor Jake, that poor man. I knew too much about his affairs, you know. Never figured it my business to say anything, but after all that's happened, I wonder if that weren't a grave mistake. Esmeralda's longest-standing lover has the audacity to remain lodged at this very inn, you know. He's called the Duke of Ferrol, a high title for a low man. If you haven't yet asked him about Esmeralda, I'd recommend it.
Oh, bloody Eston.
Well, between you and me, things have been rather slow
Anything
since
you got,
the
anything you need to say?
incident. But with spirits high and liquor flowing like it is tonight, it seems the crab may just come out of that pinch.
Oh, we start going through him.
Last job to Jason.
What?
Careful now. Your head's growing all
Sorry, I'm not very. Yeah, that's fine. We'll save it here. We'll pick it up again next time.
Aye.
See what else we got. No, we didn't draw any really closer to anything, but we did find another time stone by the looks of it.
Yeah.
Now, Evelyn found in Silverton, which is one of the destinations we're going to have to go to. I think someone else was talking about Silverton, the guy that you were talking to, that Francis, I think.
Yeah,
mentioned Silverton. So I think we're going to have to go there at some point, but there's still a cave that Arthur told us to inspect. And then, I don't know, I suppose we need to take a shot again at the Duke of Ferrol and Esmeralda.
They're not talking much, but...
No, but see if they might have some new information for us.
Yeah.
Alright, well, until then, have a good one, everybody.
Yep.
Bye-bye.
Bye.